two young kind of, white tee guy joking and laughing and joking, having a good time with the judge when they were trying to set up the laptop. Were you there the first day?
Yeah, yeah, I've been there the whole time. They talk today. In fact, they're pretty chatty.
Don't they look like they brothers though? They look like they bros.
They're similar, but I think it's a coincidence that they both have the same last name.
But I think it's the same two guys though. But I'm telling you, they too comfortable, they too chatty for me. I'm like, yo, from the moment I saw them joking, they joke with each other, like, like almost like nudging each other. And then when they go to the judge and they joking with the judge, I'm like, yo, this is a serious case. Like, so it's weird to me that these two guys have the same last name. I'm like, they act like they're brothers. They act like they're buddies. Like, I mean, the others don't act so much close with them two. I'm like, yo, at first I thought they were from the same team until I realized they went to the separate desks, and I'm like, you
Yeah,
guys
they both they
good old
both have the military style haircut.
they do have the military.
They have some similarities or whatnot.
I said it was military haircut, right? I know my military haircut. I know my
Yeah.
Marines, you know. But yeah, it's gonna be one hell of a case, to be honest with you
How
guys.
did you what kind of feel did you get in the courtroom?
The feeling,
As far as the crowd, you feel
I
like
think,
it's
I think
much different?
the crowds. I think there's less public now. I saw what's her name? Shoot. She has a TikTok. I saw her today. Or was it yesterday? Yesterday, I didn't see her today. But the first time I got there was like maybe 22 public,
Hmm.
and I sat in the background, and then the most of the courthouse is, reporters and stuff like that, like us. But I thought the atmosphere was calm and just cool and just relaxed. I mean, I said one of the things I said, I did a quick live on Monday prior to me being sick, and I was like, in this particular case, when I walked into the courthouse, because I wasn't in the Diddy trial, I wasn't in the courtroom with Diddy the entire time. I was in the overflow room. I only
Okay.
went into the courtroom one time, right?
Oh, I was there every day. Yeah.
Yeah, then I mean, no, I was in court every day, but I wasn't in the same courtroom as Diddy.
Yeah, I was though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't,
Yeah.
and I wasn't too unhappy about it either. So I was in there, but when I was in that room, I just felt this really horrible, dark energy when Diddy came in. Like, he just turned my stomach. My skin crawled when he walked in. I just didn't
Really?
like. I didn't like being in the same room with him. It was just this really nasty, dark aura. And I've been in rooms with different people. I've been in room with different people my entire life. So I've been with very high profile, very powerful men. So I know the differences between energy. First time I was in a room with Obama, the room shifted. Like, he has a whole aura that comes in before him, and the room shift when you around Obama. It's like that's the energy that he gives, right? So I've
Hmm.
been in rooms with Biden, Kamala, and so I've been in room with energy. So I know the difference.
What
With
about
him,
Trump?
I would Trump is evil, and I haven't been in the room with him, but I'm sure I'm gonna have the same issue I have with Diddy. There's a
Yeah.
nasty energy when it came to Diddy, but when it came to Luigi, I didn't feel no negative energy whatsoever. Like when I walked into the room, it was just calm. I'm like, okay. I expected to feel something really horrific, horrible coming off this guy. But everybody's just calm and quiet and cool and just sitting there, just listening and stuff like that. He talks to his attorney. The first day we were there, I saw that the two officers were standing behind him. But then I haven't been there for 4 days. But then yesterday and today, I see that they sitting behind him instead of just standing there behind him. So it just seemed like everybody just chilling. The court officers is chilling. The prosecutors chilling. Everybody's chilling. Everybody just relax. There's no massive whispering. There's no I don't see anybody agitated. Like there was a lot of that with Diddy. There was a lot of that, whether you were in overflow room or not. You could just see the anxious, throughout the whole room. But with him, I was like, oh, I expected something. I expected some darkness, some evilness, and he just looked like a regular kid to me.
Oh, okay. I attended Donald Trump's trial at the same courthouse. Seemed like it may have been the same room, you know.
Yeah, that's what they was. Some people said it was the same room to me. That it was the same room.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
officer,
yeah.
when I came in to the first day, they told me that was the same room that one of the reporters told me that was the same room that they held Trump hearing and stuff like that. So how did you feel when you came in? What was your feeling?
I felt like it's a whole different crowd. You know, Diddy crowd. You had uh, predominantly black people. You don't have that for Luigi, so I think that's the big difference. You know.
I don't
Um,
think no, I don't think so. I don't think even if I was in the room, I'm not talking about the crowd itself. I'm talking about the perp. I'm talking about the defendant himself. The defendant when Diddy walked in, the room turned dark. I just felt evil walk into the room. Whereas with Luigi, who is a person who unalives somebody, I don't feel that. I just don't feel it. He just feel like a calming spirit. It's just weird to me. Like I was expecting to not even be want to be in the same room with this cat because I don't want to be in the room because I didn't expect to be in the room. I thought I was going to be in the overflow room, to be honest with you. So I did not expect to be in the room with him. So I was surprised when I came in and I was like, oh, I'm in actually in the courthouse. I was like, okay, I could be inside. So I really expected to have the same type of like negative reaction to him because he unalive somebody if it is him, right? Because
right,
allegedly, because he hasn't been found guilty, even though there's films and videos. So I expected something that I did not get that. I did not get that energy at all, and I thought it was the real. Hey, how are you, Stella? Thank you for being here. And I thought it was a very weird situation when I'm like, okay, and also even though there were a lot of African American black people in Diddy, there were a lot of people was reporters. Even the reporters seemed like more relaxed in this atmosphere. And there is different diverse reporters than there were with the Diddy. It just seemed like because in the overflow room, we had predominantly white people in my overflow room because most of them was reporters. And even with the overflow room, like it just felt really dark when Diddy was in the room. Whereas
oh,
with
okay.
Diddy, he just seemed like a maybe just because of the way his appearance, he just seemed like a non-threatening kid. Whereas Diddy just seemed like a very bad person. Like I don't know. So it's interesting that you said that you didn't feel that same energy that I felt. I just felt that energy, but
Yeah, I just saw. Basically, I observed Diddy walking into the courtroom. I observed, but I think as far as the vibe go for the whole room, I think there's we lack all those content creators, especially that traveled in for Diddy. You had more drama, you had fights, and all sorts of things happening. Right now, you just have basically a court case.
yeah, maybe I think so. But inside the courthouse itself, I don't know about your room, but inside the overflow room, there was no drama in the overflow room. The fights was
Mm,
happening outside, right? But when everybody's
right.
inside, it was quiet. It was very quiet. There were some more conversations in the overflow room because whenever because there was a lot more of his supporters. Maybe that's another difference. Because my energy is towards the actual perp themselves, right? So I'm not even
Hmm.
talking about the energy in the actual room. I'm talking about my energy towards Diddy. I didn't like it. This guy, I have nothing except for wow, this is just a young, quiet guy. That's how I felt. But if we're talking about the energy in the room, yeah, there were some conversations that was being had but that was because most of the people that was at the Diddy trial, right, were his supporters. They were most of the room was his supporters or reporters. That's it. So I was one of the few people that didn't agree with Diddy. So that I could see, I was like, okay, there's different conversations that be had, like, oh, yes, he got it, yes, she's a liar, yes, that kind of thing was there. But that doesn't take away from the energy that I felt when actually saw these separate individuals. There was a real nastiness about Diddy that I felt. Sorry, guys, that I did not feel when it comes to Luigi. And it's very
Luigi doesn't seem like he's present.
You don't think he's present? I mean, he's talking to the reporters and that. I mean, his
Mm,
lawyer
he
and
doesn't. He
everything.
doesn't. He doesn't appear to be present.
Okay, I didn't get that. I didn't get that
He
feeling.
seems like he might be spaced out or something, you know, or other people are saying he seems to be detached.
I don't know. They said that he has notes. He has notes. He's taking down notes and stuff like that. He's not running the hearing like Diddy is, like, right? Because Diddy was
Right.
with his lawyers, so that's true. Because Diddy was everything the lawyers said. He kept on giving them notes of what to say, especially when he was talking to the witnesses when it came to Diddy. So they kept on getting notes from Diddy, so there was more interaction. Whereas
Right.
this young man, he's the lawyers is pretty much just running the hearing, whereas with Diddy was the opposite. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's why it's possible because he's so calm and so non-intrusive. Like, he's not, his energy is just so, he's not aggressive, I guess. Maybe,
He
maybe.
It's almost like a person that's. I'm not saying this is the case. It's almost like a person that's on medication.
I mean, we don't know. I mean, we don't know whether he's on medication, right? Because one of the things that they said is that he had like back problems and stuff like that. And also he was just sick the other day. So I'm sure that he probably had a cold and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't see slow though, but I don't know. I would have to pay more attention because I'm not there long enough to see him react. You guys are probably there longer to see it, but I don't see. I just see a calm. Maybe he's on the medication. I don't know. He
Yeah, I
just
don't know, but
he
I've
just
been there. I've been there every day from beginning to end, pretty much. And so, starting off though, he was more with it. Now it just seems like maybe he's just over it. I don't know, but
well, the
it's
thing is,
just
the officers. Every time the officers come in, they be calling him all kind of the CEO, unaliver. They call him. They say that that's him. They say that and then they keep showing the video of him. So he probably upset. It probably upset him because I think one of the things that you showed today in your live that where you mentioned the fact that what were you saying? You was like I think it was you that was saying the reporter that you were showing that was saying that he seem more quiet and his head is down more whenever they show videos of him, the actual incident that happened. He seems like more down when he sees that. So maybe just constantly seeing the video of what he did is what's causing his reaction.
right.
If that's him. If that's
Possibly,
allegedly.
possibly, yeah,
Allegedly, we have to say even though everybody's saying that's him, we have to say allegedly until the
yeah.
man.
Because listen, a lot of people started off Diddy's trial thinking that he would definitely like. How can you beat the federal government with all these RICO charges? It was just
He did
overwhelming
not beat
amount, right?
the federal government. No, let's not me and you argue.
But
Okay.
no, no, no. But I said a lot of people follow what I'm saying. A lot of people, right? They
Uh-huh.
felt like he beat the Fed. That's what they were saying.
They
Okay,
keep saying that, but he
right?
did not beat the Fed.
So a lot of people feel that way.
He did
Okay, and they were
not.
doubt, but then a lot of people were doubtful from the beginning too. So I kind of learned that with these cases, you never know how they're gonna go. You know what I mean?
This is true. This is true. Oh shoot. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, my phone is about. Give me 1 second, guys. My phone is about to die. My iPad is about to die. Without I don't even realize that this is not even
All
plugged.
right. Let's
No,
see.
no.
We
Stay
have a
right here.
few
Stay,
people.
stay
Shout
right
out to
here.
Stella. How are you? What's
Okay. Oh
going
my God.
on?
My phone almost died without me realizing it. I'm like, oh my God, it says hi Stella. How's everybody? Trying to trying to paint him in a unaliver light. I'm not sure in a unaliver light. I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah, she don't want to say the word, so she's saying unalive instead of saying the K word,
Yeah,
KIL. Yeah, yeah,
yes,
yeah. Okay.
yes,
So
yes,
they're
yes.
trying to paint him in that way.
Well,
That's what she's saying.
they trying to. Well, the police officers are not. The police officers are completely like, this is the guy, and he's a CEO. This the police officers that came in, they automatically like. I'm like, yo, did we still have to go through trial? Like, is it supposed to be this way where they are calling him the unaliver? They calling him the CEO unaliver. The CEO, they call him a coward. One of the police officers said that it was an act of cowardness. I'm like, yo, like. We still have to go to trial. Like, can we? come in here because I'm seeing is that the reason why you guys decided that y'all gonna break the law and remove his civil rights is because you guys automatically found this guy to be guilty because you guys saw his picture in his video. Like I'm sitting in court right now where I see two white T males with military haircut that look like brothers. So how do we know, right? Prior to you going through his bag without reading his Miranda right, that was your guy. But you guys all treating this guy as if he is the unaliver, right? Because you guys watch Fox News.
Yeah,
and you feel like you are the hero of the story because they all feel that they're the hero of the story.
Yeah. Were you there today when Karen Agnifilo, she said that this officer Fox today, he basically, when he was driving and Luigi was in the back, he was taking them to court. He said, "This is the arrest of a lifetime," something like that.
I wasn't there, but I heard that you said it, that he said it, and the funny thing is, I wasn't even there to hear it, but that's the energy that they all gave. The officers and the DAs that came in, that's the energy that they gave. It's like, yo, this is it. This is the biggest arrest of our life. We caught him. We got him. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I get that. And I get that. And like I said, and I said it earlier, and I know you said it in your live. We're talking about this not because we excusing. If he is the young man that unalive Brian Thomas, may he rest in peace, he needs to go to jail and suffer the consequences. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about what are the rights of police officers and what is the rights of citizens. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do cops believe that they could just approach a guy having breakfast at McDonald's, ask him a question, then they ask him his name, the guy gave his name, you have a right to call the guy a liar and say that you're not the person that you said you are. We know who you are. We know you're the person that did what you did in New York. And then you proceed to search the person without reading them the Miranda rights. That's all I want to know. I mean, is this what Fox News treating our police officers in Pennsylvania? Is that what it is? And then for them to come out after all of that to try to lie about it, try to say the only reason why we felt that we needed to search him is because we felt that he had a explosive device. When you came in here, whoopsie, like slipping in, smiley, and stuff like that. And then after that, you was with him in a McDonald's. You didn't empty out, like you said, they didn't empty out the McDonald's. They didn't tell people to leave. You guys just stood around with your hands in your pockets all that time, right? You didn't feel fear for your life then. You didn't feel fear for the safety then. But now you coming out because you know that you messed up by not reading him is right. And now you're trying to make excuses about, oh, we did that because he wasn't arrested. He was detained. You see, this is my favorite explanation. Oh, we didn't arrest him. We detained him. So because you detained him doesn't mean that you need to read his Miranda rights. That's my whole interest in thing. Because I thought once you felt that was a suspect, you need to read him the Miranda rights so that you don't lose the case. You can't just ask a perp, hey, I'm going to check your pockets, or you're lying, or I need your ID, or I'm going to check your bag because you detained them. That's crazy to me.
Yeah. Stella said it's the word salad.
It is a word salad with them. And then the thing is, they know they're in trouble. That's why they brought the DA. I'm sorry. And the DA is like, oh, we spoke to them and we told them what to do. And we told them to read the, to get the warrant and stuff. And we talked about the warrant and stuff. I'm like, yo, but y'all missing the whole first half of this whole story. The first half of the story is that your officers felt that they are heroes. They feel that because they live in a certain environment, in a certain world that's being run by the Donald Trumps of the world, that they can make their own laws. That's what they feel like. They feel that they could make their own rules and situations, because I have yet to understand. I'm still waiting for a proper explanation of why they felt it was okay to search this young man without reading the memorandum rights.
Yeah. Well, they have a whole explanation as to why they didn't do things according to the protocol. But I think ultimately it's going to be the judge. And I think this judge is probably going to suppress some of these key items. I think he will.
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think the court is going to suppress a lot of the key items, to be honest with you. I think the just because of the fact that the judge is allowing them to use certain words, I'm kind of feeling that the judge is on the prosecutor side.
Yeah.
I think the judge is trying to find every wiggle room he can to allow a lot of these evidence to come, because the fact is, the matter is that if the bag is out, there's the case. Like, if the bag is out, what else they have?
No,
Right?
you make a good point. Yeah.
Because, like, come on, like that means that the case needs to be dropped, because you have no right to search him,
Well,
right?
the defense is winning, though. I must say, I feel like the defense is winning.
I think the defense is doing a great job. That's the thing. I think the defense is doing a great job, because, but what I don't like about Karen is that Karen was saying that, oh, I wish you guys would stop saying Fox News. And I'm like, no, Karen, no, let them say Fox News. What are you talking about? Crazy woman? Yes, let them say Fox News. Because the fact of the matter is that the reason why they acted that way is because they saw all of this on Fox News that led them to believe that they could act this way. So yes, because not everybody have to hold the same regards to Fox News. So let them please continue to tell us
I don't
how
know.
Fox News influenced them.
Yeah, I don't know if you were there. I think it was one of the officers said that basically Fox News was the only station that was trying to help people catch Luigi or the New York shooter. The other stations were basically condoning his behavior.
You see,
That's
and
what the
this
officer
is
said.
oh, I'm so glad she called him saying it, because this is, again, I wasn't even here to hear that.
That's why I go to court. Yeah, that's why I go to
But I
court.
wasn't. You see, I'm only there for an hour, but just listening, just knowing
I'm there all day. Yeah.
but which I'm glad you are, because you caught everything. But just being there for the hour or stuff, because I have to go to work. I'm like, yeah, I got you got a job. I gotta go to the job. My job. So that's why I'm only there for the morning to leave, and I try to come back. But I think it finished. What time did it finish? At 4 o'clock?
Yeah, usually around 5. Yeah,
Yeah. So
5:30.
and maybe I'll come back during lunch, but I haven't come back during lunch
It's
because I.
closed tomorrow, though. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, thank
Tomorrow.
God! Thank you for telling me. What happened tomorrow?
Every Wednesday is calendar day.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you told me, because I would have gotten up and got there tomorrow. I would have been so pissed off. And then Thursday, I'm not going to be there Thursday, because Thursday I work from home. So Thursday, so are they going to, do you know if they're going to open Friday?
Thursday, Friday. Yeah, this is gonna go on probably another week or two.
I may go. I may go in on Thursday. I don't know. I may go in on Thursday and stay. Yeah, I may go in on Thursday. We'll see. But anyway, let me finish. Sorry, Mel. So what I was saying to you is that you've been there all day.
Yeah.
I've been there for an hour, and based on what I've heard,
Mm-hmm.
I've already felt that Fox News has such a strong push on these officers, which is why they conducted themselves that way. The fact that they could say and that no other news coverage reported on what happened, right, is a lie, because everybody was covering it. Everybody was showing this picture. Everybody was trying to track this guy. You understand what I'm saying? Only they feel in their mind, they feel that their channel, right, is the only credible channel that should be listened to. They feel like they're in the right. They feel that they're in the right. And everything that they did was right. And if you come back and you criticize them, that means that you're woke. or you left, or you don't want to solve the problem. You don't want to solve the issue.
Right. So
You don't want to
yesterday,
solve the thing. That's not true. We all want justice for this family. But that doesn't mean that you have a right to make up your own laws because you in this current political environment. I'm sorry, Mel. What were you saying?
So they have what they call the chain of custody for his personal items.
Okay.
And according to the law, they're supposed to really handle those items in front of him. So even after he left, they still were tinkering around with his personal belongings. But
Wow.
not only that, here's the problem. Yesterday, they cross examined and also she had her direct examination. Her name is Wasser, right? She's the one that was pushing for, oh, it's a explosive and we need to do
Yeah, that's
this. We need
that's
to go through
Officer.
this
Yeah,
stuff,
that's
right?
true. Yeah, that's
But
Officer Christina.
when they left, like when and also Fox today, he was the one assigned to take the items. He had the chain of custody. He was supposed to take it to the precinct.
Uh huh.
Okay.
Okay.
So he put it in his vehicle, never turned on his camera on his body, or he didn't turn on the camera in his truck.
I
So
know.
he starts to drive to the precinct. He gets a call from Lieutenant Hanley. He says, "Hey, I need you to come back to McDonald's, right?" So then Fox calls Wasser, the female,
Yeah.
and says, I need to give you these items, right? Lo and behold, guess what? She never has on her body cam
None
or
of
her
it.
truck cam. So
Yeah.
what are we doing here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I don't know if her name is Christine Watson or is it Wafer. What do I have her name as?
Hmm.
Hold on, let me because I made sure I spell it. That's the one that's the whoopsie. I call her the whoopsie officer.
Hmm.
So I didn't even know that she's the one that came. So so, but not only that, did you love the fact that where? Hold on a second. The defense. I can't believe a canine detective is the one that arrested him. I still can't get over a canine detective. And then they talked about the bullet, the bullet, how he was like, oh, he heard from Fox News that it had defense, deny, and some other words written all over it. I'm like, yo, you
Yeah,
guys,
he
some
he had
move.
the wrong words. It wasn't defend. Defend wasn't one of the words. So the officer, he was wrong. And keep in
So he was
mind,
wrong. Oh, okay.
yeah, defense is not one of the words.
Wafter. Her name is Christine Wafter. So it wasn't okay. So
Hmm.
they found out that it wasn't one of the words. Okay. So yeah, so Christine Wafer. So that's another thing. One time they were talking. Oh my God, this is my favorite part. This is my favorite part. So it was Steven. It was Officer Fox. Somebody approached him and he muted his phone. So
Hmm.
they asked him, they're like, why did you mute? And that's the prosecutor because I'm sure Cameron's gonna want to question that again. But they
Yeah.
asked him like, why did you cover your phone? And he was like, oh, because I was having an administrative conversation with my fellow officers. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, what kind of bullshit is this? Oh, there's a delay. Are you guys getting a
No,
delay?
no, no, no. She's talking about the defend. It's actually yeah, delay, deny, and depose. Those are the
Oh,
three
okay,
words.
okay.
And she's pointing out delay.
It
So
was
that's
delay.
what it
Thank you
is.
so much. Thank you.
But the officer said
Yeah.
defend and he was wrong. So
Oh, okay. So it was the. Oh, okay. So
hmm.
yeah. So did you hear that part where he was like, "Oh, I muted it to have an administrative conversation with my fellow officers"? What
Yeah.
is that? What you?
That
So you mean
happened many times. That happened several times. So
so you mean to tell me that they could just mute? They could mute the. They could shut off their
well,
camera and mute it.
according to the officers, the only time they have to have the cameras on and active is when they're dealing with the public. So when they go and talk to their counterparts, they can mute it according to the officers. You know, it doesn't look good though when you're trying to figure out a case, but
So
they
I,
said they do it to strategize.
this is bull. That's exactly what I said. Administrative and to strategy. That's bull. How many times have we seen cameras where they talk to each other, right? You see them reacting to shoot when they're unalive people. You know what I'm saying? You see it in other states where the camera is rolling the whole time, like the whole time. So Pennsylvania is the only place that where cops who are watching Fox News believe they can just shut off a camera. or they could just mute the conversation. When
Well,
you
you
say
know,
to me that you have the most important person that you ever arrested in front of you.
yeah.
Go ahead, ma'am. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, they had this thing going. You could tell where they were just clout chasing, and they were enjoying taking in the top guys. So they were having, like the lieutenant offered him. He says, "If you have the New York shooter, I'm gonna I'll buy you a hoagie." So they probably had a lot of this going back and forth. But here's the kicker: the female officer, I think her name is Waste, whatever her name is, right?
Yeah, wait a minute. Yep.
Um, there's some point where she's talking to the lead officer, Detwilder, and
Okay.
she noticed that his camera is on, so she stops her statements. Right? She started to say something. She looked at the camera. She stopped,
Damn.
and guess what? He turned off his camera, so we don't know what he said.
No! Wow, they out of line.
Yeah,
Yes, they are freaking out of line. They are out of line. So what kind of nonsense is going on in Pennsylvania? MAGA, brothers and sisters, what your cops are doing in Pennsylvania, man? That's crazy. I was like, yo, when I heard, let me tell you something. That's when it became a thing for me. Because obviously the Luigi criminal the case is very important for various reasons, especially when it comes to we lost a man, a professional in the prime of his life that should never been taken away from his family, from his friends and stuff like that. He was doing a job. He should have been able to be able to do his job and live his life. That said, that should be understood. There's no bar on that. When I started listening to them talking, I was like, yo, there's something wrong with this. I said, maybe it's just me. There's something not correctly right about this case. I'm like, why am I feeling that this was some type of there used to be back in the days in the 50s, 60s, and the silent cops that there used to be a name for those cops uh where they used to twirl their handles and stuff like that, and there used to be like a comedic name for these cops, right? That when they did with Harpo Marx and stuff like that. I don't know if you ever remember those comedian cops, but I'm like, these cops look like they're not 100% professional. They look like they're silly at the end of the day, right? And I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just thinking about it too much. Maybe there were reasons why they did what they had to do. But once one of them said Fox News, I was like, oh, okay,
yeah,
that's
definitely.
what it is.
Yeah.
I'm
So
like, that's what it is. That's why I'm feeling the energy. That's why it is. I'm like, oh, so that's why you guys felt like y'all could do whatever the hell y'all want to do, how y'all want to do it, and y'all feel like yeah, y'all have a right. So yeah. So this is always going to be Fox News cop versus Luigi for me. That's going to be my take moving forward.
so that's how you're gonna coin it.
That's how I'm going to coin it until I see something else. That's how I'm going to, because I don't see as of now, until I see the detectives, because I know they did speak to about one or two of the detectives already. So let's see what the detectives came in and provided. Because right now we're just seeing the boys and girls in blue coming in, they're having having a hero day. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what the detectives come in. Maybe the detectives will be able to come and actually do the case for us. Like, show us what the case is, show us some professionalism, show us the fact that they know what the laws is and rights. Let's see what they do. But as of now,
What do
to
you
me,
think
it's a
about
Fox News cop.
the 13 officers?
Well, I haven't seen all of them yet. I only seen again three of the officers spoke, but I think that the fact it was excessive. I think it was excessive. It's like a show for them. It was like a comedy show. Like they all came in there like just standing around looking, is like staring like, oh, we here. We're here. Like, oh my God, this is the guy, and we're here. Like it's almost like being in a movie set. It's almost like being in a movie set. I think it was excessive. I think it was silly. I think that they did a horrible job as far as setting up this case. I think that if the judge is fair, that the judge will actually drop some very key evidence because they didn't read his rights, period. And that's how I feel about it. Now, is it right at the end of the day? I don't know because if he did unalive him, he should serve time. But we also have to understand that there are laws. I don't care where you are in the world, there are laws. I'm not gonna want nobody to approach me while I'm having breakfast and stuff like that. Ask me a bunch of crazy ass questions, and if you think that I'm a criminal, you're gonna dig into my pockets and all of a sudden say, "Oh, I got you." It's wrong.
Yeah,
So yeah, so I
definitely.
think 13 counts was excessive, but hey, that's where it is in Pennsylvania. That's where it is.
Yeah, definitely. But well,
Thank
thanks
you
for
for
having me
coming.
on.
Thank you
Definitely.
for coming. You see, we did our pre Thursday. We did our
Yeah, yeah,
guys.
definitely.
But thank you for coming. I'm about to say goodnight to everybody too. And do you want to say anything else? Was there anything you gave us a lot of gems? Was there anything else that you saw before you leave?
No, I just think I'd like to get your opinion maybe in the next couple of weeks to see if you think that the defense is doing a better job, than what you think right now.
Well, I think the defense is doing because I only here for the prosecutor to be honest with you. So I haven't heard the defense yet. So
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
hearing what you said because the prosecutors speak first for the first hour, and then after I'm out of here. So I have to actually go back and read the transcript. But based on what you're telling me, from what I'm hearing, the defense is doing a great job to poke holes and a lot of the stuff that they did that day. But even without hearing the defense, and I'm just hearing the prosecutor and the way they conducting themselves and just watching the videos, I'm like, this is about some bullshit. Like even before the defense have anything to say to me, I'm looking at this. I'm like, oh yeah, y'all breaking a lot of laws here. This is some BS. So I can't wait to as time goes by to see what the judge says, to see if I agree with the judge or not, and go from there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Agnifilo is really sharp. I think she's top line. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm mad at her because of her husband. So yeah, we'll see.
All right. Well, thanks for having me on. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care. Good
All
night.
right. Take
Good
care.
night. All right, guys. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Love Pink. I see that you have been giving me nothing but beautiful hearts the entire time. I so appreciate you being here, being my biggest supporter on TikTok. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm so sorry, everybody, for coughing. Good night, Stella. Thank you so much for oh, is that telling Stella, thank you so much for being here. You know something? I didn't even read everything that was said. Give me 1 second. Hold on a second. Guys, give me 1 second. Let's just read. Hold on. So we have Angel said hi, right? Raymond Grew says, "Am I real? Yes, I am real. Hello." Raymond said, "I don't know, shaking my head. I'm not sure what you were shaking your head on." My comments. Um, uh, I think he's trying to call me. Ray is trying to call me something. I'm not sure what that is. I have no idea. I have no idea. Then he says it. He said, "Little grandma, hey, 67. I'm not sure." And then we have Mel came in. Okay. Please follow our friend that's watching the world 777. I am part of Mel Smith's show, Watching the World. We do a show every Thursday around 8:30. Please join us on Thursday. Really appreciate Mel. Both of us is in the courthouse. Can you imagine we both was in the courthouse together and then he's on one side of the room, I'm on the other side of the room, and we haven't seen each other yet, and yet we have our own show together. It's crazy. But anyway, so please check out his show. He has a lot more detail. Again, I'm only there for an hour in the morning. He is there all day. So please, is this an anti-white stream? Count me in. Ah, no, it's not an anti-white stream. Hey guys, I'm just reading some of the comments that's on YouTube. No, it's not. We are fine. We love our white YT brothers and sisters and stuff like that. They are good people. Um, and stuff. We're just talking about Okay, enough of saying nothing. Oh, okay, Michael. Thank you for stopping by. I had a lot of things to say. You might disagree. Ah, poor Michael. He needs to go to Pennsylvania. Michael Anthony needs to go to Pennsylvania and talk to the cops. Hey, Sandra Willoughby, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Love. And we have Starboy the Night. I'm not sure what. Saying love at all. I'm not sure. Thank you so much for that. See some really nice. Exactly. Old news is over. I'm not sure which old news is over. Okay. Thank you, Stella, for being our mod here, and for I saw that you did remove some people out. I saw that. Thank you for being there and making sure that was taken care of. Enjoy what you watch. Thank you so much for having it. They're trying to point him in the on a live. Yes, they are. They were doing a lot. I'm good, you guys. If the essay people, if you essay, it's true. You are a coward. But the thing is, when it comes to Ethan, when it comes to, and we weren't talking about Diddy when it comes to essay. We were talking about Luigi when it comes to unalive. So whether you essay or unalive somebody, there is a coward behavior. My thing is, again, we're not talking about the actual act. If Luigi is found guilty of the act and is proven, we're not talking about what happened. We're not trying to justify anything that happened to Brian Thompson. May he rest in peace. I am talking about the actions of the police officers to get Luigi. That's what I'm talking about. The profiling, the questioning, and not reading his Miranda rights, the shutting off of the cameras, the muting of the cameras, all the police officers congregating there because they felt it was a big story, it was a big arrest on their time. The fact that they did not feel the urgency or fear for their safety, or the people at McDonald's, because they didn't clear out McDonald's, yet they're trying to explain why they felt they needed to check his pockets and check his bag because they felt that he was such a danger without reading his Miranda rights. The fact that they keep referencing Fox News, the fact that they keep saying that it was from Fox News that they heard that this was a CEO unaliver, a CEO murderer. They called him a coward. You understand what I'm saying? It's just the mentality that these guys have, including the woman, because they live in this bubble that is called Fox News, that they feel that they don't have the right, they are not, they should not follow the same rules, and regulations when it comes to handling crime. And that's it. And so I don't know if the judge is going to kick out a lot of evidence. I think the judge should. I think everything that they went through, whether it was the knife, the bag, everything, it should be thrown out because they didn't read his Miranda rights. All right. That's my opinion. I think everything should be thrown out, in my opinion. Hey, well, my son was here too. You know? All right, guys, give me 1 second. We'll do this again. Give me 1 second, guys, because now. Give me 1 second. We're almost done. And then, of course, it didn't used to do that. It didn't used to stop at an hour. Now, all of a sudden, it stops at an hour, which is annoying to me. Give me 1 second. We're almost done, guys. Mm-hmm. And just save this. And we're gonna say good night. I am starving. I didn't even have a chance to even eat, guys. Um, hello. All right, I think I'm good. I think we're back. Hello. Thank you for coming. We're back. Anyway, I want to thank my son, Queen's Flip, for showing up. I see that you were there. I didn't even have a chance to say hi. So anyway, so as we continue, I think what the fact that they live in a delusional world, you know, and MAGA brothers and sisters, I mean, you guys created this world where you feel that certain people are above the law. That's what you did. You created this world where you believe that certain people is above the law. You guys, to the point where even the officers that works within your world do not feel they need to follow certain rules and guidelines. And this is why I hope the judge prove me wrong, because I think the judge is going to allow all the evidence to be in, because I think the judge is going to try to make an excuse for them. But that's just me, because you know something, the judge also wants justice, right? Which is crazy in a way, because if the judge wants justice, then he should hold these officers accountable for them breaking the law in order to get all this evidence away from this young man, to be honest with you. But so I think the judge is looking for justice for the family, so he's probably going to allow it. But I think the judge should throw out everything, should throw out the bag and everything, because they did not read the man the rights. They did not read him his right, and they're lying. They're lying. They're covering cameras. They're muting music. They're muting. They're having conversations, and then now they're coming in talking about. We felt scared for our safety and stuff like that when you guys are hanging around 13 and you guys just chilling around, just looking at each other and stuff like that, whoopsing and all kind of stuff like that, patting him down twice. And come on now, come on. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. And Stella, thank you for being here. The whole thing is just ridiculous. Somebody said, what? Well, I wasn't. It wasn't a national search, so they didn't have the right. I'm not sure what is Stella. Yeah, they didn't have the. It what the fact of the matter is that the fact that they felt that even that Fox News is the only one that even cared about this case is crazy to me. You understand what I'm saying? They've been looking for this. They've been looking, especially New York. New York was going crazy. New York was going crazy. New York was going crazy. They shut down a bunch of shit in New York. They wasn't playing. They were trying to get this guy. So the fact that they said that only Fox News cared to get this guy, why? Because the Brian Thomas was a white male. Luigi's a white male too. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? Like, like that nobody cared. And then here's the thing too. Let me tell you something about MAGA community, Fox News community also. You guys, a lot of you guys don't believe people should even have health care. That's what it is about. If you really want to talk, if we really want to talk about this, you guys don't think that people should have health coverage. You guys think that people should be pulled themselves by the boot. If I have to pay for my health coverage, why should they have Obamacare? Why should they have Obamacare? I need to pay for my own coverage. I pay for it out of my pocket. They should do. They're just asking for everything. He didn't do anything wrong. So what? Again, I don't think if Luigi took this young man's life, Brian Thomas is wrong. Period. He has a right to have that job. Apparently, he was excellent about it. He worked his way up, and he became, I guess, the CEO. There's no reason why to take the person's life away, even if you disagree with the health care. But the thing is, That right there. No right. No excuse. No, that's it. The officers, though, may feel more disdain for Luigi because he took the life of this particular CEO of healthcare, because they can't understand how the healthcare issue could be problematic, because they think the healthcare issue is only problematic to the left, not the right, not the MAGA. So they can't see it. So they think that everybody else is making excuses for Luigi because we care about the healthcare coverage. We don't care about the life of this gentleman who was unalived, right? So they feel that they have to do extra, even if it means breaking the law and taking away this guy's civil rights. It's crazy to me. Anyway, let me see. Good night, good night, good night. What going on here? You're not Mel. Oh, well, Mel was here. Have a good evening, too. Thank you for being here. Thank you for me. Um, what's going on here? You're not Mel. Well, Mel already left. Thank you for being here. You are on my channel now. Maybe should I call Mel and have him come back for you? This case will be won and lost by the police actions and lack of. I think so, and I agree. And this is what we're talking about. Thank you so for saying that, because their actions really really messed up this case. Unless the judge could figure out a way to allow all these evidence to come in, even after they didn't read his rights, I think the police officers did a horrible job. There's no justification justifying what they did. They're trying to change the saying, oh, because he was detained, that's why we didn't read his Miranda right. There's no such thing in New York. Like, once you identify somebody, right? And once you identify somebody and say, hey, you are this person, I want to question you because you are being accused of something. That's the Miranda rights immediately. Even patrol officers know, once you know that you're not letting them out of here, Mirandaize their ass quick. Everybody know this. So yeah, so I don't know. I think the judge is going to try to give them a pass on this one, because just hearing what the judge have to say, but I don't think it's the right thing. You're pointing Nelly Sippy Brand. I don't know what that means. Hit the like button. Respectfully disagree. Thank you for disagreeing. I'm not sure what you're disagreeing on, but but you could tell me if you want to disagree. This person is respectfully disagreeing. Thank you for respectfully disagreeing. Do you play? Hold on 1 second. Do you play? Nope. Don't play that. Don't know what that is. Fasting is good. Okay, that's good. I haven't even eaten in 5 days because I have the flu. So I'm about to eat really late at night. It's 12 o'clock, and I'm about to go get something really fattening to eat because I am starving and I haven't eaten. So yeah, so fasting is not gonna be good. Just join. Do you do politic questions? Yes, I do politic questions a lot of times. Yes, I do. That's why. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. I do politics. This is why Mel and I, we are partnering at the watching the world, and I talk a lot of politics, and especially when it comes to Donald Trump. So, and I'm a Democrat. So, as an independent, I'm asking people around the internet this question: what is your personal solution to political corruption in America? What is your personal solution to political corruption in America? Not to vote for a criminal. You see, America is different now. I mean, if you had asked me this question prior to Donald Trump, I would probably had a better answer for you. But there is no solution currently at this time because America is no longer trustworthy, to be honest with you. You know, my personal solution would be not to vote for Donald Trump, who is an actual criminal, who is a predator, and and a liar and a thief and a hypocrite and a racist all his life, and who cheated on multiple wives, who done a lot of harm. That would be my answer prior to 2016. As of now, America is not America, so I don't have a solution for you, because America has taken away all type of anything that is possibly America has just changed to the point where I don't even think there is a solution, to be quite honest with you. There is none. Beforehand, I would be like, oh, make sure that you know who you vote for. Make sure that the person is at least a generally good person. Make sure you do a background check. Make sure that the person, they don't even have to be married with children, but make sure that they're decent. Look into their childhood. Look into their career as a public official. Make sure there's no corruptions in their life. Make sure that they didn't steal from the campaign finance board. Make sure they didn't steal from any non-for-profit. Make sure they don't own they're not a con artist. There's so much stuff that I could have listed. Make sure they don't have any bad divorces in which they use physical abuse against their loved ones. Make sure that they're going to the colleges. Make sure you look at their transcript. Make sure that they actually passed their class. They attended the class. Make sure the awards that they received was proper awards. Make sure there's so much stuff that I had to go through in my own career to be who I am today, to have the job that I have, and I have a high level job. There's so much checks and balances that I personally had to go through in order to even maintain my job, that we as Americans said, fuck it, when it came to Donald Trump. So there's nothing I can tell you when it comes to what is my personal solution, political corruption. There is no such thing. There is corruption in America. That's where we are. That's where we at. That's where we at. We were good. Like America's America. Like there's corruption. Who gives a damn? The person that's most powerful, that people feel that could give them what they want, they don't give a damn if it hurts anybody else. They don't care if it hurts their neighbors. They don't care if it hurts the black and browns, the LGBTQ, the women rights. They don't give a damn. As long as that person that you look to see you as if you are the highest person in humanity, and that's going to give you what you want, we don't give a damn. So I don't know what else to tell you. Anyway, as you were saying, is there any other concept that would have helped with corruptions? Let me see. I'm sorry. Don't need to be a full proof in general. I don't know if there is any other concept besides. The basic concept to me that help rule is against corruption is just basic investigation work. That's it. Don't lie to yourself and act as if, or at least don't lie to the world and make us think that the person that you want for selfish reasons is the answer to all our questions, all our answers, all our desires. You understand what I'm saying? It's very simple to investigate somebody. It's so very simple. The easiest thing is to search. The internet right now is a wonderful being. It's so easy to search the background on almost everybody that you've met, all political leaders. It's easy. Now, mind you, there are certain things that has to be dug deeper. Like, for example, the Epstein files, right? But even the Epstein files, the evidence is right there in front of you. It's just people don't care about the evidence. People are acting right now, as far as the Epstein file is a good example, when I say investigative work is complete. If they investigated Epstein and Trump relationships in the 1990s, there's no reason why Donald Trump, and I'm using Donald Trump as an example because he's in the highest office right now. There's no reason why Donald Trump should have had this office, period, even in 2016. Everybody know who his friend was. Everybody know who Epstein was. Everybody knew. There was such a lawsuit by a young lady named Katie Smith who said what happened. It was very simple. Investigation works in every single branch and office. All you have to do is just investigate somebody, and you can figure out whether this person should run for office or be in office or not. But they don't care. Nobody cares. It doesn't matter anymore how bad or evil you are in this world, as long as a certain segment of the population, right, which is what, 50 something percent, believe that he could give you whatever you want to. They don't give a damn who's corrupt and who's evil or who's bad. They don't care about that. When you're able, when you take political figures out of it, you'd be surprised how similar the answers are to both parties. They both have. You think so? I disagree. They both kind of have the same. No, I disagree 100%. Let me tell you why I disagree 100%. Because let me tell you, and this is the thing that makes me crazy about people who talk like this. When the Me Too movement is a prime example, and then I have to go because I have to go to bed. The Me Too movement is a prime example of how it is not the same between the two parties. Okay? The Me Too movement is a prime example of how it's not the same. I'm going to give you what's it? Okay. Hold on. Comedian. Al Franken. Prime example. Al Franken is a prime example. And I'm not even talking about the people who actually been found to have SA, anybody who've been accused. Al Franken is a prime example. Al Franken is a well-known comedian prior to him being a senator. He is a much-loved senator for the Democratic Party. Everybody loved him. Great guy, very funny. Never had any major issues. They knew that he was comedic. There was videos and photos of him with some of his teammates when he was doing comedy. Now, was it right for him to do some raunchy comment? Maybe not. But here's the difference between the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. You see, the Republican Party kept all their pervs. They kept all their pervs. They didn't give a damn whether you were governor, senator, representative. They didn't care about nothing. You saw what about Jim? Who you have people from his college that says that he knew that they were being essayed in college. They kept them. Right? Let's start going through all of these different representatives that are still in office because they covered up for them. Whereas Al Franken, all he did was said a few raunchy jokes. He probably had he hugged one of his people a little too much, and the Democratic was like, yo, you out of here. Democratic Party was like, nah, buddy. Nah, sorry, we love you, Al. Al, we love you. You're a good guy. But you gotta be out of here. Because we can't stand with you. You should have known better. So yeah, the Democrats and the Republicans do not have the same morals. The Democrats feel that they need to kick everybody else that have an inkling of issues. Whereas the Republican will die for their guy or their girl. They don't give a damn. They don't care what you do. As long as they feel that you could save them money or you could make them feel better than everybody else, like in the hierarchy, like, the white tea men, white tea women are better than everybody else. They don't care. The only thing that I saw that the MAGA community and the Republicans started caring about was the Epstein file. And it took me a long time to realize that it was a thing. Because I thought that was some bullshit. I'm like, they actually want the Epstein files? They actually want the Epstein files? Holy crap. And because of that, because of MAGA, Now it's been pushed. But do I honestly believe that the MAGA community, and I love you, my MAGA brothers and sisters, no disrespect, but I got to tell you what I feel. Like, do I think that you guys cared about the MAGA files because you thought it was Republicans in it? Or did you care about the MAGA files because you thought the Democrats was in it? So yeah, there's that you can't equate the two. Al Franken is a prime example. I have other examples, but Al Franken is my favorite one. The comedian senator from Minnesota. Prime example of a good guy that everybody liked. They knew he was a comedian. They seen the videos, they seen the pictures before he went into office. Everybody knew what was going on. As soon as the Me Too movement started happening, they started talking about the Republicans doing this and that. All of a sudden, the Republicans, whoa, Al! Al right there, right there. Al right there. What about Al? And the Democrats got rid of Al, but the Republican kept all their people. Republican kept all of theirs for many years, to the point that the Me Too movement is no longer Me Too movement, right? Because Me Too became the cancellation, the cancel culture, and the cancel culture is no longer approvable with the MAGA and the Republican because it's not fair to cancel people. It's a mess. So yeah, I totally disagree. I totally disagree. Interesting. I've been thinking about Thank you. I've been thinking about making a short film about political. This helps a lot. Thank you. You're welcome so much. And if you would love me to be part of that a short film, call me. Send me a message. Send me a message, mamaflipslots@gmail.com. Just send me a message. We'd love to talk to you more. But thank you so much, everybody, for being here, especially the people who came in and the watching the world. Thank you, my TikTok family. Thank you, Love Pink, for the constant likes. Oh my God, Love Pink alone got me 42,000 hearts. Thank you so much, mi amor. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Instagram, everybody who showed up. I really appreciate you guys. Again, I haven't done a live in so long. I'm sorry for the constant coughing. For the coughing. Thank you, Mel Smith, my co-host from Watching the World, for being here with me tonight. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. Also, if you guys gonna join this channel, I really appreciate it. If you also join my main channel, which is Mama Flip Slots. Okay, I'm just gonna put it right here real quick. Please join Mama Flip Slots. That's MAMAS Flip Slots. This is my main channel. And me and my grandma Flip main channel is very important. This is the channel I would like you guys to join. Of course, if you guys would like to join Mama Flip Live, this is where we talk about our politicking and stuff like that. But Mama Flip Slots is where we play a lot of slot games. And by helping me grow that channel, it really will help me with this channel. So if you guys could go to Mama Flip Slots, you guys could watch her play slots and play games and stuff. It's a lot of fun. And then you could also join this channel to hear me talk a bunch of shenanigans in regards to politics and everyday life, especially the cases. All right. Take care, guys. Thank you. Okay. Bye. Love you. Good night. Good night, everybody on TikTok. Thank you for being here. Okay. Bye. 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 Instagram. Thank you for being here. Bye. 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 All right. And good night. Good night. Good night. Good night, guys. Goodbye. On YouTube. Bye.